fiction. It's keeping.
Smart Guys has now been running for 5 episodes. We started it in early January with the premiere of Monday Night Raw on Netflix, and has now gone through its first pay-per-view event, the Royal Rumble, which was what we talked about last night. It was the Royal Rumble recap plus Monday Night Raw, all right? So, what we aspired to do with this show is twofold. Number one, yes, to do wrestling commentary, and yes, to take it seriously, and to give our opinions on pro wrestling and stuff like that, which I feel like we're doing a good job of. I think people are enjoying that aspect of it, okay? But the other half is that we're trying to get me out there into the world, interacting with people, rather than it just being me talking to my audience on a stream, instead having interactions, right? So having PPP on this show with me as my co-host, having us interact back and forth, and talking about things that normally I would not address in my content. You know, we're talking about silly stuff like socks or what's in my fridge or my educational history. Or, you know, we have a segment that we literally call Grill Phil, where I'm on the hot seat and he hits me up basically with every question that idiotic detractors come up with. Yes, I know life's for silly cheers. It's stupid. Fuck detractors. Everyone, they're just here to complain. They're here to make the stream miserable for me, you know, so I can't have fun. And it sucks. And I just answer it rationally, okay? And there's a lot of teasing and razzing and having fun with it. But I think that it's a good segment because it's something different that normally I don't do in my content, okay? I enjoy doing something different, all right? But we've tried this now for several different weeks, all right? Like, we've tried different ways of doing it or whatever. We've messed around with it. And basically what's ended up happening is, like, the whole first hour of the show is that segment, and then we do about 90 minutes of wrestling commentary. So the show ends up being about 2 to 3 hours long, okay? So if you're a fan of mine, or if you're a wrestling fan, the whole first hour of the show probably doesn't appeal to you at all right? So what's happening is that basically a lot of people are starting to get turned off to the first hour of the show. They're saying, you know, it was fun the first time, but you're doing it every week. And we're waiting for the wrestling commentary. And it seems like we have to play this waiting game to get through it. And it's very frustrating. I just don't think the segment is working. And it's not just me, it's both of us. Like, after having done this now for over a month, I think we both agree that the segment is not working. It's not bringing new eyes to the show. It's not bringing in any extra revenue, that's for sure. You know, it would have been one thing if, for example, a couple weeks ago, when I first had this other angle of camera, okay? And what we were saying was, hey, could we actually see Phil do push-ups? Because one of the stupid memes about me from years ago is that someone challenged me to do push-ups and I jumped off camera and claimed that I did them. Now, obviously I didn't. Obviously I was fucking around, right? I don't know. Big Bane did a super chat and said, I'll give you $200 to do 25 push-ups nonstop. Okay, ready? Here we go. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Here we go. All right. Woo! I did 25 real push-ups on my floor. I actually did. I actually did do them, but there's no way you could see it because I can't aim the camera to look over there. But I actually just did do 25 push-ups. By the way, if you guys haven't noticed, there hasn't been $200 tip. The guy was a liar. I fucking go and do the push-ups, and he says, "Oh, yeah, no bullshit. You said do the push-ups. I did them, and now you're not gonna fucking, you know, you're not gonna do it because you're an asshole, basically. You know, you're a liar. You're a dishonest person. It's fucked up." Okay. Big Bane, sorry, that's not how it works. You said do 25 push-ups. I literally immediately hit the floor and did 25 push-ups. And now you're saying, oh, well, I want you to rotate the camera and set it up. Fuck you. No, I mean it. Fuck you.
You didn't say any of that at first. You don't get to change criteria after it's already done. That would be like saying, I want you to go do this job for me. Someone immediately does the job and they say, oh, I actually wanted you to do the job with this criteria, go do it again. No, that's not how it works. We had a verbal agreement. You failed to live up to the agreement, so go fuck yourself. Thanks for the super chat.
But that was the memes that, oh, will we ever see Phil actually do push-ups? So it's like, okay, well, let's go ahead and do it. Let's do the segment, right? Let's show that with this new setup, we can now do push-ups, right? So I set it up. I did one half push-up. It wasn't even a real push-up, all right? It was just kind of a fake one. And then we said, all right, so if you guys support the show and we hit our goals tonight, Phil will do 20 push-ups or however many he can do, right? And guess what? We didn't hit our goal.
Very shocked.
Every week we do something silly like that where it's like, hey, this seems to be things that people have asked for or wanted for years. People want Phil in an environment where he's going to do things that he normally wouldn't do. So let's do it. And then if people support the show, then we'll give them these rewards that they claim to have wanted for so long, okay? That's the whole idea of the segment. And guess what's happened? Absolutely nothing positive whatsoever. We've gained no additional viewers. We've gotten no extra support. In fact, I would argue that when we start the segment, a lot of people get turned off and are like, wow, this really sucks. We'd rather just have the wrestling commentary, okay? Which is unfortunate because here's what that tells you, all right? All these idiots on the internet are hypocrites. They were never legit to begin with. They don't actually want to see me do things outside the box. They just want to make fun of me so they can grift. Okay? It's that simple. These idiots who claim to be critics are not critics. They are people who literally will just say negative things because they have conditioned an audience to like hearing negative things about Darkside Phil. So if I do the things that they've always claimed I wouldn't do, no one cares because that wasn't the point. The point is just to rag on me so they can monetize and make money because they are greedy, disingenuous fuckwads who actually prey upon and condition and groom an actual audience of mentally challenged people.
Very, very, very hypocritical.
That's the truth. If you go to one of these streams or if you go to one of their shows, you will not see an audience of intelligent, well-functioned mental people. You will see idiots, mouth droolers, mouth breathers, very slow people. That's who watch that kind of content on a regular basis. And they've been conditioned to like it.
Very, very, very hypocritical.
Get it? So now all these years, oh, we wanted this. Okay, we're going to give it to you. Oh, well, we don't want that. What do you mean? You're going to get what you've asked for years. We don't want that. Well, that's because you never wanted it. It's because you're just dumb. And you have people who literally prey upon you and suck on you for revenue every day, and you're too dumb to realize it.
Very, very, very hypocritical.
That relies on people coming in and checking out my content on a daily basis, and that relies on some newcomers coming by. I can't rely on only people who've heard negative things about me coming by and hoping they'll give me an actual honest chance. I need organic growth. I used to have that on YouTube. Every year at the end of the year, new people would come into my YouTube channel and watch my videos. I don't get that anymore because of the assholes who passed around those negative fucking memes. That's why. Now people won't give me a shot. They come in with this negative expectations of who I am, and some people get actually pleasantly surprised that's actually not who I am. But most people just believe that, just blatantly, they just believe that stupid shit, okay? And it's really annoying.
You are the victims. Anyone who watches that content is literally a victim. You've been mind controlled. You've been messed with, okay? So, now looking at this, okay, and seeing firsthand what's happened in this last 5 episodes that we have attempted to do this stuff and it hasn't worked, we are done with it, okay? So moving forward, on Smart Guys, the show will open up. We will have some banter at the beginning, some back and forth, talking about how we're doing and stuff like that. But we're going to only do that for a few minutes, and we're going to get into wrestling pretty quickly. We'll do the commentary on whatever wrestling we watched for the week. And once that commentary is done, depending on how much time is left on the show, we will probably stick around and do a little bit of funny stuff and go back and forth. But for the most part, it's going to be focused on wrestling moving forward. The reason I'm bringing this up is because last night on Smart Guys, we did an entire Grill Phil segment, okay? And basically, it did nothing at all.
I did nothing wrong. I did everything correct.
Like, we worked an hour on this segment. I had all these pictures that we saved up. We had all this stuff in a row covering. No one cared. And then half the people in chat who were fans of mine were like, this sucks. This is just, here's the thing. The last 2 years have been wild, have they not? Starting with the entire internet hated Phil, including big content creators. So Phil wanted to have an interview. He picks an interview with side scrollers, which are probably the worst people to do it with because they're looking to get a boost of popularity based on Phil. They don't care about Phil. They just want to get some kind of eyes on them because they're failing as a fucking show. They do the absolute worst by snaking me, right? The next day after the interview, turning it into a 3-ring circus of my detractors coming on their show and just taking pot shots at me constantly for weeks. And in fact, that continued over a course of months over the year where several times side scrollers would do shows based just around shitting on me, okay? So after that, huge misstep, right? Me spending an entire year licking my wounds and basically saying, I'm not doing this kind of shit anymore. I'm tired of being the target of people trying to get over on my behalf and shit like that. And then basically after all of that, okay, having a resurgence, getting attention from Kino Casino, who originally was just going to crap on me, but after actually having me on the show and doing content with me and doing that co-op commentary on the Review Tech USA documentary, realizing how awesome it is to actually collaborate, right? We're making good content together, having new eyes on me for the first time. And essentially through that arc, the entire internet dropped the whole problem with me that they ever had. The only people who still have issue with me are my detractors, right? So going through this entire crazy arc, right? It's been a wild ride. And now we're trying different things. We're doing different things, but definitely, we've trying to cater to those people who have been my biggest critics doesn't benefit me or anyone. It's just a waste of time.
Quite frankly, I also don't want to grind for fucking diamonds over and over to do this. This is a waste of my fucking time. This game sucks.
Okay? So we are going to continue to do the show, but we're going to have it more way wrestling focused moving forward. Okay? So yesterday, we do this show. The entire first hour is Grill Phil. We get nothing out of it. Like, no lie, not a single detractor or anyone who likes that kind of content contributed at all.
And it was nothing. Literally nothing.
All right? Instead, we had some people who were contributing who were positive supporters of either the casino or my content. And we're like, we get it, but we wish you would just get to the wrestling. All right? So we did. And we actually had a good time with the wrestling. All right? What the hell are you talking about? My neck is cured. It's a miracle. I'm literally in massive pain right now. What the fuck are you talking about? It's not funny. Shut the fuck up.
Captain Jean-Luc Picard dies in front of your face and gives you a necklace to give to his side hose bastard child. What the fuck are you talking about?
Like, really, you ever notice that people end up, whenever you're like at your lowest, that's when people want to kick you? It's like, dude, I'm in excruciating pain right now. And you got people fucking joke about it. Don't joke or I'm going to ban your dumb fucking ass because you're pissing me off because I'm in pain, you dumb ass. People are so stupid, man. We could definitely use, for anyone who can help, we could definitely use modding on the Kick side. Kick has had a bunch of troll accounts in the last several days, and I've done my best to mod it over there, but I can't do it all myself. Especially today, I really can't do it all myself. So if anyone could jump on Kick to mod today, I'd appreciate it. Narwhal Gaming, I appreciate the suggestion, but no, he says you could do it Saturday and take Sunday off. We have the way we schedule everything. I have no food in the house. Like, we have nothing for meals and stuff if we do that. I shop. When I go grocery shopping, we shop for the week. So we have meals set up for every single day, for the week. Like, we wouldn't have breakfasts. We wouldn't have anything for dinner. We wouldn't have any. That's why we shop for a week, to account for each day what we have and what we need. So, no, Saturday's going to be my day off this week no matter what. No, all that food on Smart Guys yesterday was prop food. Obviously, it's fake. It's not real food. It's all fake food that I put in my fridge to fill it to the top. so it looks like it's full and I can't fit a rum cake in there. That's how elaborate my schemes are. It was all plastic. Anyway.
Wow, whatever.
Well, you see, here's the problem. They don't have anything on me. You understand? That's the problem. Like, I, Phil Burnell, am not someone who has groomed people sexually. I'm not someone who has committed mass scamming and fraud against people with meme coins. I'm not someone who faked cancer. All right? We could keep going through the list of heinous actions that these people on the internet have done. I haven't done any of that. Okay? The things that they try to claim that I did are so stupid and have absolutely no factual basis. So you can say it as much as you want. It doesn't matter. It has no effect on me, right? Like, how many years and years have they been saying all of this stuff about me? Has it affected me at all? I'm still here. I'm still successful. I'm still happy, right? Here's hilarious. Some idiot in Kick Chat says, Panda says otherwise.
Crystals cheered again and said, what do you think of Japan's fascination with pandas and cats?
Phil, why don't you rent out your extra room? That room is still full of her shit, which she's never coming back for. She left here in a huff, taking only the stuff she wanted, all right, and left a bunch of junk for me. And that room has shelving, a desk, a ton of shit from her business, a ton of stuff that's just lying around. I'm not talking, tons of sellable soap that I can sell for a profit. It's junk. It's stuff she tried to make and it failed, but she never fucking threw it out.
My ex who had an interview with Keemstar, and Keemstar literally realized there was absolutely nothing there whatsoever because I'm clean. So he decided to not go through with any kind of an interview or anything about me because there's nothing to work with. And he said as much in my interview with him. Dare I rest my case here? You know, like, there's nothing about me that they can say and do because there's nothing that's real. They made it all up. The Grill Phil segment on Smart Guys, although it seems to be done in seriousness, okay, it's actually in jest. Do you understand? When Ashton is literally bringing up every single detractor thing that they talk about me every week, all that happens is it becomes so exposed for how stupidly pointless it is, that it means nothing, that they have nothing of merit to ever say, that the segment kind of falls flat on its face every week, right? If anything, the better way to do that would actually to be do a segment where we watch the detractor content and I laugh and react to it together, right? Because that's the truth. That what it is we are doing that. We're just not watching their content. We're just bringing up the points that they bring up every week. But imagine if we just reacted to them and how stupid they fucking are and how they lie and they twist everything to make it out to be what it's not, to make money from mentally deficient people, because that's what it is. They literally sit there and they prey on mentally deficient people every single time that they broadcast or upload.
Very, very, very hypocritical.
That's all it is. They're not making any true entertaining content. They're fabricating drama for dumb people to pay them for it. Get it? It's literally a sick system. It's predatory. It's grooming 101. And the people who watch the content are too dumb and not self-aware enough to realize it. Drew Corporation says, if someone was willing to hit the goal so you could rest, would you go lay down and take some much needed respite? Is it respite or respite? I think it's respite, right? But is it respite? I don't know how to pronounce the word. Well, here's the thing. We got to hit 6 goals by Friday. Goals don't get hit by resting. Do you understand? If I turn the stream off and I go lay down, I don't make the money I need to make to pay my bills, to make a living, to support my family, and to hit the goals to do this marathon. I've got to be here making content to make the goals. Do you get it? That's how it works. No one just makes money by lazing about unless they're already at that level of insane wealth where they don't need to work, right? And I'm not at that level and I never will be. You have to understand, I will be a working man till the day I die.
I hope that someday I'll get out of it. I don't know if I ever will. I may be living month to month, paycheck to paycheck, begging for fucking tips and shit on stream for the rest of my life.
I'm never going to be in a situation where I can like not work. I fully believe that. Like I'll be working pretty much till I'm dead. And I've kind of come to terms with that. You know what I mean? Like I don't think there's much I can do to fix that. It's gonna be one of those days, folks. It's gonna be one of those days. Oh. Would I do a cooking with DSP? No. In fact, today I was actually supposed to cook. I was supposed to make us bison burgers for dinner, but I can't. I'm in too much pain, so I'm going to tell my wife when she gets home from work, we just got to order something, or if she knows something quick she can make, because I can't stand there over the stove cooking in my condition. If I turn my head the wrong way, I'm going to drop the pan. So we're just going to do, probably order something today. I don't even know what.
What was for dinner? Well, in truth, what happened was my wife was running behind. She had to go to work tonight, and originally she was going to cook, but she was running behind, so we just ran out and grabbed some quick food. And of course, it was shitty Taco Bell. I said to her, "What would you like?" I said, we could do many different things that are around here. Oh, let's get Taco Bell. I was like, Taco Bell? Oh, man. So we got it, and it was okay. It wasn't great, but I'd much rather eat other stuff. For some reason, my wife thinks that Taco Bell's better. She's like, oh, Taco Bell isn't like full-on, it's not like full-on fried food. I was like, you understand Taco Bell's still instantly bad for you, right? But she prefers Taco Bell to, say, like a greasy burger somewhere. So we had shitty Taco Bell. Like as you guys know, usually we don't eat out. It's a rarity when we eat out.